In this video, we are going to turn your camera from this to this with just a few simple steps. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the Streamloot channel. I'm your host, The King, and today we have an awesome video for you guys on how to make your camera pop. If you're a streamer, you can know that sometimes getting the perfect visuals is a little bit difficult to do on your webcam or your camera, and this video is going to show you guys how to basically enhance that experience so when your viewers see you live on stream, they can see some nice popping images and give you some nice compliments. So this is actually fairly simple to do. All you'll need is Photoshop, or you can use any other editing program of your choice, and it's a pretty straightforward step that you can customize to your very own liking. So the first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do is head over to your Streamlabs or your OBS, and what you're going to do is basically get your webcam as it is with all the lightings and everything, make it into a full cam and take a screenshot of that. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. So I'm going to go ahead, fit this to screen. We can now see myself, and we are basically going to take a screenshot of all of the lighting and everything. So once you've gone ahead and actually taken a picture of that, you can see all of my filters are currently off. You then want to go ahead and open up your Photoshop or whatever program you're using. So once you got that going, you want to go ahead and copy and paste your screenshot. So here is mine. I'm just going to open this a little bit bigger so you can see exactly what it is. So there you go. We have our screenshot of our natural looking webcam or camera in Photoshop. And from here, what we're going to do is basically enhance this image to our own liking. Now, everyone's going to be different, so don't copy my settings specifically, just make it to your own liking. So what you want to do is in the bottom right, you're going to see a multitude of features. From here, you simply just click on them. We are going to click on brightness and contrast as our first one, and then mess around with the settings here to get our image to look better. So whatever you think looks better, if you want to go darker, maybe you're too bright, or if you want to go brighter, it all depends. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of brightness, maybe a little bit of contrast just to get that look going. Once you've done that, the next thing to do is to go back, and then you can basically take a look at all of the different settings here. We have levels, curves, exposure, vibrance, hue, saturation, a bunch of different things. Let's go ahead and take a look at the vibrance. If you want to make your image more vibrant, you can. As you can see, it looks a little bit wonky there. You can even go black and white if you like, but we're going to add a little bit of vibrance and maybe a little bit of saturation. We don't want to go overboard because remember, we don't want to look like a cartoon character. And then the final thing I'm going to do here for me is I'm going to go to curves, and we can see this graph, and this is basically your black and white spectrum. If you turn it down, you can see that darker colors go darker and the brighter colors go brighter. It really depends what you want. Now again, you don't want to look too odd here, so you have to mess around with the settings yourself so you don't look like what I look like here, but mess around with the settings until you find something that you really like. So once you got the image that you like, this is what I have here. This is what it looks like without all of our filters. So as you can see, not the best, but once we turn those filters on, it looks a lot nicer. You're now going to head over to Google and type in Streamloot's default LUT. You can get this from your actual files itself, but this is a really convenient and easy way to do it. And this image right here that says convert a LUT to a PNG, you simply take this one, right click, save it as, and save it to your desktop. Once you've done that, head back over to Photoshop and now open that on a separate file on Photoshop. Now, once you've done that and you figured everything out, you're going to head back over to your original image that you just enhanced, and you're going to click on all of these separate curves. You can hold the control button to make sure you click all of them, and you're going to press Control C to copy, head back over here, and you're going to press Control V. You're then going to press OK, and you can now see that this image has some cool effects on it. So this is going to be your new LUT essentially. So from here, you're going to go ahead and save this. Make sure that the layers are above the actual LUT image and not below it, or else you'll just have the same default look. So file, save, and save it to somewhere you're going to keep. Now, once you're back in Streamlabs, you're going to go ahead and find where your camera is. It could be on any source as long as it's your camera, because this will apply to each and every single one of them. You're going to right click on it. You're going to head over to filters and click on edit filters. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to add a filter, and it should say filter type, and you're going to click on where it says apply LUT. So we're going to scroll down until we see that, and here it is, the apply LUT. You're going to click on add, and what you're going to do is now browse the path of the image that you just saved. So I have my LUT right here. I'm going to double click it, and there you go. You can see that our LUT is now applied, and take a look at that before and after. We have that white grainy look, you know, not so much deep and rich in the black colors, but we go ahead and click it, and now we can see there's a lot more contrast in the way we look, and it's pretty nice. What you then can do is add another filter if you don't have this already, and you're going to scroll down to where it says sharpen. Once you have your sharpen, you can then mess around with this a little bit to make yourself look a little bit more crisp. This is going to make it so that if you're small, like in a smaller cam, you'll look a lot more clear. Now, don't go too crazy because then you'll start looking what we like to call fried, as you can see. So you don't want that, but apply it to somewhere that looks pretty decent. And as you can see now, there is a difference. We could see the before and after. It looks a lot blurrier on my face. You can especially see on my hair where the light is at when I apply and disapply it. So that way your image looks a lot more crisp and clean. But there you go, my friends, a few quick tips that I can give you just to enhance your webcam a little bit more to get that nice look is make sure you have 1 or 2 key lights in front of you that are lighting your face adequately. If you want to go for the one light, I recommend putting it on the side instead of head on, so you have that nice contrasted tone. As you can see, this side is more light, this side's more dark. It gives a more professional feel to everything. You can also add a ton of background lights, as I have myself, to enhance the background if you're getting that grainy effect or if it's too dark, or you can choose to be very stoic and have one main key light and your whole background dark. You can also get your green screens to make sure you clean up the background, make everything pop. Those are more so just some minor tips here and there to make your camera look good, but lighting is the #1 most important source to make sure your camera looks good, and then you can experiment and change it the way you like with the LUT. So I hope this video did help. If you did, leave a like down below. Any questions, comment them down below. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the Streamloots channel. Thank you guys for watching. I've been your host, The King, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Take care.